Hello and welcome to the corner. I'm the Frosted Glass, and I'm joined by my fellow Albert Savages. I like boobs.
I like my steak medium rare.
Moonshock.
Hello. No, I have nothing smart to say, only dumb things to say.
No, that we've come to expect that. It's fine.
It was the same with Jack, but he said his.
Okay, fine. I like steak and potatoes. There you go.
Well
Done.
said.
Yeah. Pterodactyls.
I'm just glad there was a history lesson in chat where someone actually remembered the origin of why we call this. Well, why Frosted calls this stream the corner.
Oh yeah.
Someone actually remembered. I'm impressed.
Back in the
Before, sorry guys. Sun's probably not going to be saying hello to anybody. I think she's currently doing something else, so I don't know if she's listening right now.
Something or someone else.
Thing.
Just checking. Just checking.
Asshole.
Look, I'm not the one who put the portal there. I'm just saying.
So if you want to yell hello to anybody, feel free, baby.
Wait, did I say Terry yet?
Yes, no.
Yeah. I talked about the origins of the name.
Okay, yeah. No. Hi, son. And this week's special guest, Undoomed.
Hey, how you doing? And fuck off.
Wait, are you telling my wife to fuck off, or are you telling Frosted to fuck off? Or...
No, everyone in the entire world.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas to you too, Santa.
Yeah, that's Moon's wife in the background, who he keeps at the bottom of a well.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Right. That's based.
Good.
I would go for a radiator, but you know, to each his own.
Yeah.
The reason the name actually came from back in the Lords of the Night days, because I would always submit Medium articles, and and whenever it was a really bad one, Monkey would tell me to sit in the corner.
Yes. So it became this. It evolved.
All right, that was what Monkey called his show. I've forgotten.
Hi, Ball Potato. Hi, Steak. Hi, Cosmos. Hi, Diggy again. Hi, My Car. Hi, Rotten.
I hope we never.
Hi,
I hope we never.
See, Undoomed. She even said you.
Oh, well, now you can gag her.
Oh, damn!
All right. Well, let's go on to our first article. And I regret to inform you that it's only a matter of time before we have martial law.
You mean the Tekken character?
No.
Oh,
Trump-
What does Marshall have to say about it?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
so
Tekken
doomed.
character called Martial Law.
Oh, and it's an article written by a Karen, a literal Karen.
Nice.
Trump illegally deploys the National Guard in California.
Oh, it's this bitch again? Do we have to look at this fucking cunt again? All right, I'm doing it just for you, pal.
Good.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go.
it's even a bigger picture. Oh, she's got one of those dainty little ring lights that I can't fucking stand when people stand in front of them because it reflects off their eyes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. This is this crazy fucking bitch. She even looks like a Karen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Find
Speechless.
Find yourself a comfy seat and grab a beverage, preferably an adult beverage. This is going to be a long and complicated one, but it's critical that we understand what led up to this, what is happening now, and what will most likely happen in the near future.
Now,
Knowledge
when
is
you
power.
say it's complicated, are you going to explain that, yes, it may seem a little bit uncomfortable, but there's precedent for all of this, and it's not entirely unjustified considering that the governor of the state is the governor and the mayor of the affected area is letting the city burn to the fucking ground?
Well, we're going to ask why Trump had to go and make it so complicated. Thank you. And we are going to need as much power as possible to survive what's coming and maybe, just maybe, come out of it as a whole democratic nation.
Oh, it's a good thing we're not a democratic nation, though, huh?
ICE
They only know like 3 words, don't they?
Yep.
Democracy, abortion, what else?
Unraveling.
Democracy again. Racism,
ICE.
yeah.
ICE has been having problems meeting their quota of deportable people. Rounding up criminals one at a time is not efficient and results in fewer captures. So ICE has decided to up the ante and start raiding workplaces.
Based.
Good.
And yeah, that's right, Six. They call us fascists too.
Racist.
They decided to start with New York City and Los Angeles, both places with high numbers of undocumented workers. Okay, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly, protests have broken out in both cities, with the local citizenry trying to block ICE from entering workplaces and capturing workers.
Capturing like it's a fucking chessboard. I'm gonna capture your illegal with my ICE member.
See, ice member sounds like a frozen dick to me.
Sounds like a what?
A frozen dick.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like it would be like a food in the UK.
Yeah.
They have all those things.
I'm not going to get into the whole NYPD and is not supposed to help ICE, but since the feds dropped criminal charges against the mayor in exchange for cooperation with ICE, it's suddenly okay of the police to assist ICE in a sanctuary city. Also, Adams seems to realize that his city is going to shit because of them.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
No. Immigration is our strength, didn't you know?
Of course.
So let's hop over to the other coast, where the protests are bigger and more, shall we say, confrontational. Rocks have been thrown, cars have been set on fire, the usual stuff when the citizenry is enraged at something. But the governor, Gavin Newsom, is not unduly concerned. The mayor of Louisiana, because the author forgot to put the dots after the L and A, Karen Bass, is not unduly concerned, and the LAPD feels that they can handle the protests just fine. Because that's all they are, protests. Citizens exercising their constitutional right to free speech, to protest the actions of their government that they don't agree with.
Their constitutional rights to free speech and arson. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, arson. Yeah, that's right.
Wait,
Yeah.
Undoomed, you voted for Gavin, didn't you? You
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, you got me.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, do you live in California?
Unfortunately.
Well, I'm in Massachusetts, so I'm not much better off.
I'm in New Hampshire. Fuck you, Frosted.
Oh, that's okay though. I've got fucking Gretchen as my girlfriend here in Michigan.
But
So
before you go any further, I live in Australia. So if you think you live in the woke-tard capital of wherever you are, I've got you all beat.
Terry's country is so woke that it even has the ridiculous accent to go along with it.
There you go.
and what in the hell is with Melbourne anyway? Because there's a guy I subscribe to on YouTube. He films stuff in Melbourne, and holy fucking shit, there's a lot of minorities there.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, and
You don't sound anything like Bering.
No. I think I have a fairly mild accent. There's definitely much stronger Australian accents out there.
Right,
Hey,
right. I thought you were
Terry-
English.
I get that a lot. If people don't know, they either guess English or South African, or New Zealand. Obviously, that's the other thing. But yeah, no, Australia.
Wait, so Terry, do you know Bering?
No, I've not spoken to him at all.
The Aussies all know each other.
Oh, yeah.
I've never even been to Queensland, so I have never even been in the same state as him.
We've already
He's
talked
in
about-
Melbourne, right?
He was, but I think he moved out of Melbourne to Queensland because he saw what Melbourne was like.
Wait,
He
hold
might be
on.
there
Right.
anymore.
Yeah, he had
Uninformed-
kids, and then it's like, Jesus Christ, fuck this.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Well-
Matt Barnes gravely informs us in chat that he's in Vermont.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Also,
I-
we're having like fucking Mouseketeer roll call in the chat. I'm from here. I'm from here.
I think the only one who can compete with Australia might be Canada, but even then, I think it's pretty close.
I don't know which is worse, Canada or the UK.
That's another strong contender, actually.
Or what do you
Yeah.
mean? Canada or Nigeria? Canada or Iran?
We've already talked about how much Trump hates California, so he is blowing this all out of proportion and illegally called out the National Guard. I said that he did this illegally because only the governor of a state can activate the National Guard in their state. The federal government can only activate a state's National Guard with the permission of the governor. Newsom has not given permission. In fact, he has very firmly said no, saying it was purposefully inflammatory and it will only escalate tensions. So Trump's action is illegal, no surprise there. Trump always ignores the law and does whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh, wow. She's so.
Wow,
she's
you're so
strong.
edgy.
Yeah. Strong,
Give it-
powerful whammons.
Oh, yeah.
Trump is trying to make his actions legal by incorrectly using 10 USC 12406 of the U.S. Code on Armed Services, which says the National Guard can be activated by the federal government if there is a rebellion or danger of a rebellion against the authority of the government of the United States.
Yeah,
I
sounds
think
about
they're
right.
qualified.
But okay,
I'm betting they were real fans of this law back on January 6th.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're rebelling against federal agents and they're against their authority, so just like
Yeah.
his use of the Illegal Aliens Act, where Trump tried to say there was an invasion to justify deporting undocumented immigrants, he's now saying that the protests are a rebellion. No, they aren't. January 6th was a rebellion.
There it is.
Trying to overturn the results.
Hold on now. Let's clarify here. Rebellion against the authority of, meaning that it is not a rebellion against the government, but rather the legally defined purview of the government. There is Donald Trump's ability to exercise deportations is the authority of the government. That is specifically what they're rebelling against.
Mm-hmm.
Now the January 6th protesters were protesting against the corrupt election process, which is not the purview of the government.
So
Different.
when he says that YouTube, he's talking about something completely different. Don't ban the channel.
Yeah. And also, didn't Trump want the National Guard there that day? But Pelosi said no.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
And what's going on now is a perfectly legal exercise of free speech. Earlier in the article, cars burning, rocks being thrown. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very,
Just
very, interesting.
destroying every fucking business on the streets. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
All under the
speech.
category of speech. Yeah.
And it's
I
not even.
spoke that fucking restaurant to death.
Hey, fire speaks volumes, man.
Yeah.
And it's not even that bad. Just ask any of us who lived through the 60s when the National Guard was shooting college students.
Oh,
The Chicago police brutally put down protests at a political convention, and cities were burning across the nation.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that someone was going around putting Trump stickers on all the electric vehicles so that the protesters would blow each other's cars up as part of the protest.
That's
I don't-
perfect.
I saw that meme. I don't know if it actually happened.
Yeah, I've got no idea if it's true or not, but it's funny, and I hope
It would
it's
be
true.
great. Nobody called any of that a rebellion. Just citizens exercising their First Amendment right to free speech. And if that weren't disturbing enough, SecDef, Hegseth, has put the Marines stationed at nearby Camp Pendleton on high alert, ready to deploy if needed. The Marines. He wants to send the Marines to battle unarmed civilians.
Is that what he wants to do?
Yes, obviously. He's executing Order 66 on California.
Oh, I hope so.
I just
get the
hope
4 or 5 good Californians out of the state, then do what you want with it.
Yeah. I just hope those Marines remember that they swore an oath to the Constitution, not Trump or Hegseth. They are allowed to disobey illegal orders, and ordering American military of any branch into action against Americans is illegal. Wow.
Hey,
nobody tell this author about the Civil War.
Yeah, can I tell this author about? Can I quote her back to herself in 5 seconds when she says something that's against the Constitution? Because she's
sure.
she's 5 seconds away from saying something unconstitutional.
Have you read this article before, Jack?
You have a Medium account, don't you? And of course, Kash Patel wants to get in on the action and is promising to send in the FBI to arrest people. Then quotes him, "Hit a cop, you're going to jail. Doesn't matter where you came from, how you got here, or what movement speaks to you. If the local police force won't back our men and women on the thin blue line, we at the FBI will."
I mean, good.
Yeah.
I love how people say they hate the Constitution and then 5 seconds later become scholarly experts on it.
Yeah.
Here's something else.
Well, I mean, that's really every topic is like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the one time where the FBI can do some good. You know?
Yeah.
Here's something else that is important. Do not believe a word that Trump says.
Well, that's basically the leftist motto for like the last 8 years.
Yeah.
If Trump says the sky is blue, no, it's purple.
I wonder how the left feels about Trump.
If only they'd tell us.
Yeah. Trump tweeted, whatever the hell you want to call it, this morning how much calmer things were in LA since the Guard arrived. Just one problem. No Guard had yet arrived. Mayor Bass had to issue a statement correcting Trump. Now he is bragging about the 2,000 National Guard that he has deployed in LA. In reality, our reality, not Trump's. Only 300 Guard are on the ground in LA. I thought you said there were no Guard on the ground.
Yeah, make up your fucking mind, people.
Either way, they seem to be scaring the shit out of them. Stay at home and be calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are things still as violent over there? I'm guessing they aren't.
Well, I don't live anywhere near there, so I don't know.
Now here's where I want you to pay very close attention. 2 things are actually going on here if you read between the lines. The first thing is that Trump hates it when people don't agree with him and takes to the streets. He thinks he should be king and have all of his subjects fall in line with his every whim. Hence the overreaction to the protests and calling in the Guard supposedly to stop the protests and bring order back to the streets. The other, darker underlying motive for his actions is that this the first step towards martial law, which is Trump's ultimate goal. Total control.
No, I was just laughing.
Total control over the thoughts and actions of American citizens, just like his BFFs Putin and Xi. Because if there's 2 people that he gets along great with right now, it's Putin and Xi.
Oh, yeah.
China.
China. Oh yeah, and no more of those pesky elections. I keep warning about this, and today, when I read that Trump had illegally ordered the National Guard to LA to quell the riots, my heart skipped a beat. Here it comes. It's just a matter of time before we are living under martial law. Gav is right. Trump's actions are only going to make a bad situation worse. The protests will grow and spread to other cities, and before you know it, there'll be National Guard on every street corner.
Oh, so now it is a bad situation. Okay.
Yeah. How do we stop it? It's ridiculously easy. The National Guard needs to refuse the order to deploy. There's no rebellion.
Yeah, that's ridiculously easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We just need to get the military to all agree
We just
to
get
disobey the
2,000
orders.
people. Yeah, 2,000 people have to just say, fuck everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
like 7 days in May, we just gotta do that.
Mhm.
There is no rebellion, just citizens exercising their right to free speech. The Marines need to stand down for the same reason. The FBI needs to go back to doing whatever it is that the FBI does. Planning child porn on computers.
Yeah.
And then someone in charge in the military needs to remove their insane, demented commander-in-chief and cart him off to a memory care facility, the loony bin or jail, their choice.
How do they think the chain of command works?
Also, that sounds like it would be a rebellion.
Yeah, that would certainly be a rebellion.
Hey, Joint Chiefs, why don't you jointly rid us of the lunatic in the Oval Office? Just lure him into Marine One with the promise of a weekend of golf at Mar-a-Lago, then fly him the fuck away. I hear Gitmo is nice this time of year.
So you're advocating for a coup, a military coup, of all things.
Yeah, it's not the first article we've had that suggested that.
Yeah, I think we're all just kind of, that sounds about right for Medium.
Yeah.
That's why the reaction isn't as strong as it is with Undoomed. It's like, yeah, it's another one.
Yeah,
So
you're so jaded, you just go through these every day.
Yeah,
So
every
she-
week. But yeah.
So she doesn't want
We just
Marshall.
hear, they're going to tie up all the women in chains and do the thing with the red coats and whatever
The
that thing
Handmaid's
is
Tale,
called.
yeah.
Yeah, Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, that's just every single Friday.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
every single
Yeah.
Friday night for us.
Every night, every Monday it's happening, but it never does.
Yeah.
So she's worried about martial law, but she wants the military to overthrow the president and take over the government.
That's a
Yes.
completely consistent view. That's
Yeah.
that's
Of course it is.
completely consistent. Yeah.
They're going to take over America. And to stop them, we need to take over America.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like something out of Doctor Strangelove.
Mhm.
All right. And with the end of the first article comes the first game, and that is Sad Libs Double Prompt Edition, where I take 4 headlines from Medium, take out 2 words, and you guys fill in those words Mad Lib style, then the chat votes on which one is best. All right. So, Jack, I need a type of person.
Ginger.
All right. Moon, I need a type of person, plural.
How about how about Mennonites?
Uh,
You never know what the specific place might be.
And Della Hayes makes a good point. Ginger's the people now?
Gingers are better
they're
than
pe-
people.
Oh, they're people. They just don't have souls. That's all.
Nah.
Yes. Souls are a weakness.
Hey.
All right. Terry, I need an adjective.
Retarded.
Sorry, what?
Retarded.
Ah,
Retarded. R-E-T-O-D-D. R-E-T-O-D-D-E-D.
Yeah.
All right. Undoomed, I need a person.
a person.
You say
Thought it
retarded?
said. I thought it said thing, or things.
Oh, he wants the red ones first, and then the yellow ones somebody else will give.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. A person. Donald Trump.
Good man. Good man.
All right. Let's see. Moon, give me a person.
Oh, how about Nancy Pelosi?
All right. Terry, give me a specific place.
Yeah, let's just go Auschwitz.
You're reliable.
What the hell?
Well, undoomed gets the transitive verb.
Hmm.
Yeah, undoomed transitive verb.
There's a C in Auschwitz, by the way.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
can
matter.
have-
We know what it means.
Dies.
Well, that's not transitive. Like transitive is
Which
like
one is transitive again?
that's a verb where you do to something, like push or kick or
Okay. Kill.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works. Kill works.
There.
Oh, but he wants to kill the retarded people.
All right, and
Wouldn't
Jack,
be the
I need a thing plural.
ICBMs.
All right.
I think they made my first computer.
Oh, God.
All right,
That's
and
funny.
let's see. Jack's is how a Japanese ginger took on Nancy Pelosi and won.
There you go.
Japanese ginger.
Japanese
Oh.
ginger. I think I had that with sushi once.
That's like finding that's like finding a leprechaun.
Yeah.
And Moons, how Israeli Mennonites in the USA started the 2003 invasion of Auschwitz.
Israeli Mennonites and Japanese gingers.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
going for the minority of my.
Fits well with Israeli and Auschwitz there. So
Yeah.
They just want to go back. It wasn't that bad after all.
You need to go back.
Go back to Auschwitz.
Let's see. Terry's. Retarded black men are unkillable in the black community.
I mean, I've seen those body cams from the police. I fact check true.
I can't argue with that logic.
All right, and
I mean,
Undoomed.
they do kill them eventually, I suppose, but no, they put up a fight.
Let's see. Donald Trump's secret plans to steal Native American ICBMs. Everyone's talking about Iran's secret bombs. I didn't even know the Native Americans had them.
Under the casino, didn't you know?
Yes, they have this giant
I think we
basement full
trusted
of-
Johnny all this time.
That's not a casino. That's a silo.
All right, and I'll start a poll for the chat so they can vote on which one is best.
I think Undoomed wins on this one. Those fucking Native American ICBMs, I swear.
oh yeah, we're gonna have to do the same thing to them that we are or aren't doing to Iran.
Yes.
Well, that's how they can afford those damn things with those casinos, because those aren't cheap.
Mm.
Yeah,
The Mazzola class.
I mean ISIS has their sympathizers online, but the Native Americans, they got their casinos to fund them.
That there is a Cherokee class.
Your
I
city will
guess
be
there's
as
a
hot.
reason.
Your city will
Sorry?
be as hot as the Mohegan sun.
And then when they get rid of the last, the last of the Mohican ICBMs.
All right. Yeah. So.
Oh, don't worry about it, Kiev. Israeli Mennonites will have to wait to go back to Auschwitz another day.
It's really
Undoomed has
invading Auschwitz.
74% of the vote, so I think we can end it there. But
Damn.
we have like double as many
Cool.
viewers as we do likes.
Oh.
So, unless you want to join the invasion of Auschwitz.
Yeah, go back there. Surprise the hell out of those motherfuckers. You make a movie? Not this time, pal.
Well, seeing that Israeli Jews and Mennonites are so fucking, we're talking night and day here.
Well, the hats are the same, though.
That is true. That is very true.
We both have hats. Let's join forces.
Yeah, but they have those sort of flat brimmed black hats, right?
Yeah. I will say though that fucking the Amish, they make damn good pies. Oh yeah.
Been eating the Amish pies, huh?
Fuck yeah, dude. They're nice and fried and full of fruit.
All right. And now for our second article. I'm afraid that men are letting us down once again.
Oh fuck.
Damn it.
Fucking men. So glad
Oh,
I'm not
God.
one.
I was going to say, fucking men is something that you're very familiar with, Moon. So
Well, yeah, duh. Where the fuck have you been? Crystal
Because-
Jack.
Because men request concrete examples of men being terrible. Is believe women really so hard to do?
Is that
Yes.
her?
Wait, are
Yeah.
we back? Are we back at this again?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's 2016 again.
Wait. When was this article written, Frosted?
3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
You have got
3
to be
days ago.
shitting me. You've got to be shitting.
He would
Believe women again?
Everything old is new again.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
It's retro.
Yeah, now it's ironic and shit.
Okay, so this woman is not that bad looking, but it almost looks like AI. So there's her
Right.
pick. There's her pick, but I don't know. AI or not AI?
I'm gonna say not.
Yeah. Because that
It has attribution under it, so
Yeah, the hands look too perfect too for AI.
It's zoomed in too much. I think she's hiding that she's super fat.
It's the angle.
it's got like Godzilla thighs there.
And the hand, her right hand is pulling back the double chin she's got.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I recently wrote an article about why relationships with men are giving so many of us the ick.
What?
I
Oh
then
my
went
god, that is cringe. That is so cringe. You can't say fucking ick.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
He's a former therapist, an author, and a poet.
What are you like 14?
I think that of all the recent slang, the ick is probably my least favorite.
Oh, she has an Amazon page. So let's see what her books are.
That's so retarded.
What the?
I then went
I would literally rather hear about Skibbity Toilet than the ick.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I
then-
don't even know what Skibbity Toilet is. I've just heard people make fun of it.
Skibbity, is
I
that
just-
even a fucking word?
I just know the cringy Biden one that was
Yeah, I
Stephen
know Skibbity
Colbert
Biden.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that like the cartoons that they did on YouTube with a toilet that's the head in the toilet that talks and shit, does crazy shit.
I don't know.
They call it the Skibbity toilet. I don't know. It's fucking crazy kid stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I then went on to describe how inequitable relationships have become unattractive to many women, particularly when the current political climate is starkly anti-women, with attacks on
Here
both
we
our
go.
with attacks on both our voting rights and reproductive freedoms.
Yeah,
Voting
you
rights?
can't kill
How?
the babies anymore. We're cracking down on it.
Well, the
I mean, that
As-
would be based, but what
Well,
do you
the-
mean voting rights?
Well, what I've heard their argument is that if they require ID to vote, lots of women who are married have different last names than on their birth certificates, so they're going to lose
So?
the right to vote.
Can't you use like a license as a form of ID? It doesn't have to be a birth certificate.
No, Terry, they will never be able to vote.
Okay.
I
in that
approve. I approve.
Yeah, I was gonna say in that case I support this initiative.
Frosted.
Wait, so are they about to use 2 of the 3 words they know in like one sentence?
Yes.
It wasn't a diatribe against men, but rather a call to action for men to step up their game and help us smash the patriarchy that is so harmful to all of us. I even
No,
reference.
no. It's great.
No, it says right there, it's harmful to all of us.
Yeah.
I even referenced how the male loneliness epidemic will only get worse when men opt out of the responsibility of participating in the fight for gender equality.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's what
I've opted out.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
that,
doing it at all.
that that war is long gone.
Yeah, are you really concerned about the welfare of men? You're a
course
man
she's
hating
not.
bitch. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Stop
DC
your,
Isaac,
stop
where
your
is it?
false bullshit. Stop with like, oh, men need to seek therapy and all that shit. We all know what you mean. You mean
Well, no,
that
no,
men
no.
are.
She does think men need to seek therapy because she thinks that men are broken women, and with enough therapy, they can be fixed women.
Oh, there's so much truth in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, on so many levels.
Yeah. I accidentally hit something and lost my place. I knew when I wrote it that not everyone would agree. After all, it's my opinion. I wasn't speaking for anyone else. Although I did mention that I'm seeing more and more women speaking out on this particular issue. I thought it was worth writing about because there's a feeling among women that's being consistently misunderstood by men. Despite an entire article focused on relational and social inequity, I'm told that I didn't give any concrete examples of men being terrible. It's not enough to say that there's a growing dissatisfaction among women who have primarily been tasked with much of the emotional and mental labor of relationships. Now we have to prove it with data and specific examples that will be dismissed as outliers.
It's not
Oh,
enough just to
woe's
make
me.
accusations. You actually have to prove that they're accurate. It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
rather-
You are so utterly put upon, aren't you? Not only you're expecting me to say all of these immediately obvious things, you actually want me to demonstrate that they are true to you idiots?
This Negro whistled at me. Do you really need me to prove it?
Yeah.
I could just imagine this person like laying in the middle of like heaven somewhere, eating like grapes, wearing like the Roman clothes, and then someone asks them to like move an inch, and they go, "You dare ask me to do that sort of labor? How much will you pay me to do that?"
Will be dismissed as outliers rather than routine experiences most of us know all too well. How
Well,
many
are you
women,
going to give an example?
Of course not.
How many women have to speak up to be believed? Apparently it's not 27, which is the number of women who have accused Donald Trump of sexual misconduct.
Could they prove those accusations?
Yeah. Prove it.
Again with your proof, Terry.
Jeez. Yes. No, well, I'm a bigoted male supremacist Nazi horrible person. I'm going to demand proof of all these accusations.
Terry, proof is a word used by the patriarchy.
And I like the patriarchy a lot.
Oh, yeah.
The hashtag Me Too.
I attend all the meetings.
Yeah. I get my male privilege checks once a week.
Yeah.
The
awesome.
hashtag Me Too movement had much higher numbers, and yet there are still men who question the lived experience of women.
Oh, there we go. Lived experience. Bingo.
Believe women doesn't mean that all women are honest.
Yes,
so
it does.
why
Yes,
should
it
we?
does.
What?
That's literally what it means. That's
Why should we believe them? Why should we believe them if some of them aren't honest?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a real thing? Did she just say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
did.
Oh my God, the retardation is beyond 9,000.
Let's see. It doesn't mean that all women are honest and no woman ever lies. Believe women means that we should give women the benefit of the doubt in allegations of sexual misconduct and abuse because of their prevalence in modern society.
They should be believed automatically. You just said that a whole shitload of women accused Donald Trump and provided no evidence, and we are expected to believe this. You do realize that immediately contradicts what you just said a second ago.
Well, you presume that the person is guilty until proven innocent. That's how we've been doing it forever, right?
Exactly.
God.
Yeah, the burden of proof is on the accuser.
Okay, instead of extending that benefit of the doubt to the man in question, We extend it to the person who is the victim of alleged abuse. Believe women doesn't mean we're trying and convicting someone in the court of public opinion.
Yes, it does.
The fuck it doesn't.
It does mean that we consider...
I'm sure that Brett Kavanaugh would love to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
It does mean that we consider all allegations credible until we have good reason to believe otherwise.
Why would you consider it credible until you have evidence that it's credible?
Well, I actually saw that on Twitter. There was this male feminist who was saying, like, hashtag believe all women. And so some woman said, this guy raped me. And, like, like obviously lying, but, like, making a point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what's he going to do to that? It's like, well, are you going to turn yourself in?
All right.
What did he do?
He just said, please report this woman for lying about me raping her or something. You know, he reacted the way any normal person would react. He was like very defensive and denied it. But
you know what
the
it
point
sounds
is
like?
not lost on the people.
Yeah.
Do you remember when, like, the guy was saying that we should be supporting the rioters, and then the rioters broke into his gated community, and he was like, "You got to arrest them," and people were like, "You're being a hypocrite."
Yeah.
That was like a
He's like, "Yes, I know."
CNN reporter or something, right?
I can't remember the details, but that sounds believable.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I definitely remember that. I think it was a reporter.
All right.
Okay.
So the author of this article has child porn.
Oh, joy.
So, so my allegation will be considered credible until she proves otherwise.
Absolutely.
That's the way the legal system works.
Yeah. All right. When women write about a problem we're observing, the point isn't that we're indisputably right. The point is that we're raising awareness about a social or relational issue that could be creating problems in relationships. While I am open to
I don't care.
While I am open to respectful discourse, I'm not doing my homework. I'm not doing the homework of men on the internet who refuse to further investigate the issue simply because they don't think there is one. Opinion doesn't trump lived experience. Let's be clear.
What? Two subjective things doesn't trump each other? What? The fuck you.
Let's be clear, our current president of the United States is a terrible person. He is a convicted felon many times over and a convicted rapist. No, he's not.
Is that true?
No, it's not.
No.
That doesn't sound right. I think
No.
It's her truth. It's her lived experience. Didn't you know?
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Well, I have to consider it credible, though, until it's proven otherwise.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but, it's our headcanon. That's how it works.
Yeah. He is a person who defies the Constitution, worships dictators, and is revered by hate groups. Yet there were enough people who knew this and still voted him into office.
Well, if I was allowed to, I'd vote for him.
Yeah.
That should tell you that immigration is kind of an important issue.
Yeah.
There are even some who would argue that he's not terrible at all evidence to the contrary. Oh, you care about evidence now?
Yeah, funny that.
So no, I don't need to give personal, real-life examples of men being awful. That wasn't really the point of my article. Rather, the point was illustrating how dissatisfied
Wasn't that
men...
the headline, though?
Yeah, it was. Sweep that under the rug. That's not relevant right now.
Yeah.
Rather, the point was illustrating how dissatisfied many women are with the status quo of relationships. I know that there are good men out there. I don't have to be told that repeatedly in the comments section. I don't need to see the examples. I can believe that good men exist and still call the problematic ones to account. I can talk about prevalent behavior that women see every day, and I don't have to document the name and date of every incident to support my argument.
But it would help.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Contrary to the belief of some men who find themselves ranting in the comments, I do not universally write about men any more than Taylor Swift universally writes about relationships.
So you do universally write about men.
Yeah. Also, do these sites have comment sections, or how does that work?
They do.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not able to.
I'd love to see that comment section when we're done with this article.
That's actually how Frosted got banned. He left a comment that he's like making fun of someone's teeth or something like that, and that got him banned off the site.
Yeah, the photo of the author, they had like the
Feet?
most disgusting teeth. So
Oh, teeth.
so,
Teeth, feet, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was something like, I would accuse you of lying, but then I remember everything you say gets filtered through those teeth,
Okay. Yeah.
and I got banned.
Yes.
Uh,
And your
Banhammer.
account will be deleted 4 years ago.
yeah.
They're still thinking about it, though.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's a misconception rooted entirely in misogyny. Instead, I am writing about my experiences and observations. That's what writers do. We write what we know. If we do a good job of it, we help others feel seen and validated, or we give them another perspective to consider. When I write about social issues, the comments section is often illuminating. There are always women and a few good men who speak up to acknowledge the points I've made. Then there are the trolls who blindly rage in the comments with their name-calling and personal accusations. Cat hag was a new one for me.
What?
I like that.
A what?
Cat hag.
Cat. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I like
Yeah, I
that.
like it.
Can I just say for the record, the men that agree with her are far more likely to be rapists than the men who disagree with her.
For sure.
Probably.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure.
Notice that the categories of comments, the only the trolls are the ones who could possibly disagree with her.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of that word. Everyone who disagrees with you is a troll.
Yeah.
Fuck off. People have different opinions. Just fucking deal with it. Buy a helmet.
There's no legitimate criticism. The good ones only agree with her. All right.
Of course.
Interspersed with
men.
You can't
interspersed
handle
with
the truth.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think Tom Cruise was miscast. All right. Let's see. Interspersed with calls to stop holding men accountable. It's never quite phrased that way, but it is the point. There are even men who try to make the argument that women are fully equal in the United States, using the oppression of women in other countries as their measuring stick.
How dare they point out an obvious fact?
When is a little oppression okay? When does it become acceptable for women to remain second-class citizens?
Oh, actually, I know the answer.
How
to this
are
question.
you second-class citizens, though? Please
No, I know
explain.
the answer to this question. When is a little oppression okay? When it's against men. Then it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
No, I will correct you when it's against women.
Okay. Well, no, I mean in the author's mind is what I'm saying. It's
Right.
the only acceptable time oppression is okay is if it's men being oppressed. That would be
Yeah,
fine.
but I don't understand what this oppression is. It's like they have more rights than we, and
it's
you know.
emotional labor. Women are forced to actually have feelings.
I know it's
Yeah.
brutal.
When does it become acceptable for women to remain second-class citizens as long as someone somewhere else in the world has it worse? It's a frail argument, repeated so often as to be entirely meaningless. If this feels like a rant, check your defensiveness. Just because something makes a reader feel defensive does not make the words a rant. The reaction to my work is often not the point of it. But try explaining that to someone who has prepared their argument long before they finish reading the piece they plan to shred in the comments.
We didn't prepare our argument. We only just came up with it after we heard this the first time, like 10 years ago.
Also, you have your response to the comments prepared before the comments are put in. All right.
What's her aversion to the word rant? I mean, is there something wrong with ranting?
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, you can go on a rant and be, and like speaking the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our favorite
I've
movies.
been known to enjoy a good razor fist rant.
Yeah. And like one of our favorite monkeys rants quite frequently, to the point of including it in his name.
That's true.
What? Oh, Tyr changed his name?
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Writing is supposed to make us feel something. Isn't that the point of it? Unless we're just endlessly seeking an echo chamber, we want to be challenged and intrigued by thoughts, experiences, and ideas. Well, then how come the only criticisms in your chat is like trolls?
Yeah, exactly. You call everyone who disagrees with you trolls. So, like, hello, echo chamber.
Disagreement alone doesn't make a person's point of view wrong. It just means that we have our unique perspective. But what we can never have is a unique perspective about someone else's identity. I'm a white woman, and I
What?
can never... I'm a white woman, and I can never speak for what it feels like to be a person of color.
Oh, but you do.
All the time. All the time.
Do white women ever speak for all races? Holy fuck.
White women think that they are the most oppressed human beings on earth.
Oh, yeah. And that they can speak for everyone. Oh, yeah.
I grew up in the United States, and I can't speak about what it is to be an immigrant. I'm not trans, and I can't speak for that experience. While I can fully support and advocate for other people, my opinions will never have more weight than their lived experience or personal identity.
I hate lived experience. That word needs to be fucking shot into space.
Hey, lived experience is better than any evidence ever could be.
No, she did not just say that.
No, that was me.
Okay, good.
So when a woman speaks up and says that this is her experience, no man's argument is going to outweigh that. Well, if the argument is presenting evidence to the contrary.
Yeah.
They
Evidence.
might think they can imagine what our lives are like, but they can't. We saw it with the hashtag #MeToo movement. Men were astounded at how many women spoke up. But women have always known that sexual harassment and assault are everyday realities. I don't know a single woman who doesn't have a story. Not one. And yet, men questioned our veracity.
Hey, you know what happened with Me Too is that a few people said their experiences, some of which actually happened, and then women ran the fuck away with it to the point that the entire universe collectively said, they're just full of shit, aren't they? And then it just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a shitstorm of lies. Sure, there was some people talking the truth, but, there was so much lying going on that everyone's like, fuck, this is like a witch hunt.
Play Trucker Zach has it right in chat. He says, a male complimented me today. I'm a survivor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. That sums it up.
No, I won't be listing every single time a man in my life has been terrible. I won't give up every single personal encounter to satisfy a man who is just waiting to dismiss my experience, or worse still, justify the actions of any man in the story, no matter what he has or hasn't done. I don't have to come bearing receipts. My receipts are my experiences, and the observations I've gleaned from them.
That is why you lose.
Yes.
When I talk about men giving some of us the ick, this is what I mean. They question our experiences rather than listening to what we're saying. They get defensive instead of asking themselves why that is.
Well, we already know why that is. You batshit crazy.
Yeah. I mean, when men are being called, like oppressive rapists and whatnot, then yeah, we'll get a little defensive.
Can I just say, this author's entire person, both physical and metaphysical, gives me the ick?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it just gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling for the patriarchy.
Yes.
Just fucking take away the voting rights. That's what I'm feeling after reading this.
At the very least, from her specifically.
Yeah. Let's find her birth certificate and burn it.
All right, for a couple paragraphs, I'm going to go with something I do sometimes. I'm going to replace one demographic with another and see how this would go over. When I talk about blacks giving some of us the ick, this is what I mean. They question our experiences rather than listening to what we're saying. They get defensive instead of asking themselves why that is. It's not every black, but it's enough of them. We're saying believe women, and they're waiting for proof that they we're waiting for proof that they should, while extending that belief to blacks without any proof at all. We don't owe them proof, and that's what is so hard for blacks like that to understand. They are not entitled to our blood, sweat, and tears. They are entitled to the intimate. They are not entitled to the intimate details of our lives. They shouldn't require personal sacrifice to see us as credible human beings, capable of accurately reporting our experiences.
I agree. Damn those blacks.
You have created a manifesto.
Maybe
Yeah,
Atticus Finch was wrong.
Oh, she got 8 replies. Oh.
And I will point out to Undoomed that when you see the number of likes on the article, individuals can like up to 50 times. So it's not nearly as popular as it might initially seem when you look at the number of likes on the article.
Why would they allow that?
Because they're idiots.
Huh?
I
Sorry.
don't know why, but I've seen Frosted click the like button and it just keeps going up. I think he said 50 is the limit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
counterproductive.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there any good replies or?
Let's see. So well said. I think so too. If we can't be curious, we can't learn about anything beyond our own lived experience, which is about 1/9 millionth, so not a great sample size. Yes. Let's see, taking
Was
offense
that ironic?
No, I think they're saying 1 in 9 billion, sort of like one person out of the entire planet is the basic point.
Oh yeah. I'm just not sure if people are being ironic or not.
Oh yeah, you can never tell.
Yeah, I don't see much criticism in the comments.
I suspect not.
No.
All right, but now with the end of the second game the second article comes the second game, which is for the chat only, boobs, and Italians, and that is the caption contest, where I'll show a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it, and whichever one we like best, I'll tweet out after the show. And
All right, but no Italians.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Italians.
because there was a running joke where someone suggested I cook it to pizza for one of the captions, and then every subsequent week, everyone kept saying I cook it to pizza as their like suggestion for the caption. And
Yes.
Frosty got
So we
annoyed
don't-
enough that he's just like, yeah.
we don't
Oh,
allow
okay.
Italian captions.
Ah, okay. I thought you just didn't allow Italian people.
That too.
So in
Yeah,
other
that
words,
too.
then you're not allowed to say I make it to videos.
No.
I would never say that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No,
And,
no guineas allowed.
Yeah.
I prefer WAP. I don't know. Right.
And Johnny Hellcat is upset that I didn't give him credit. Yes, I cook it to pizza was yours, Johnny Hellcat.
Nah. All right, and this week we have a young lady who thinks that she can overpower a bus.
Oh, yes, I like that one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that video.
Just
That
with
was
the
a
power of
beautiful
alone.
piece of cinematography.
Let's see, but where is my pizza? There. Fucking Braniel. Let's see, no. Yeah. Yeah. Jack is a troublemaker. All right. Let's see. No, I'm
And
super wham.
you've also got a timeout, Moonshock.
What'd I do?
All right, let's see. Okay. No, I'm super whamming. You can't run me down. Okay, now you can gag her. I type a decaption.
Hey, Frosted. How does it feel having the same fucking joke done every goddamn week on your show?
It
How
feels
does it
like two
feel,
chicks at the
motherfucker?
same time. That's what it feels like.
I've taught you well.
Help, I'm being oppressed. Screaming. Who touch butt? Empty cock holster? Empty cock holster. Oh, okay. My pronouns are bump, bump, squish. That's pretty good. Please vote for me from Rotten. All right.
Vote for me, please.
My face hole.
Put it in my face hole illegally. All right. Pay attention to me. All right, you set up. All right. I'm being run over. Trump ran me over. This delivery drive won't give me my pizza. I run at a protester. Get in, goys. We're driving to Gaza.
I like that one.
Crawling in my skin. Guess her pronouns are was, were. Unfortunately, she didn't actually get run over.
Aww.
Oh, that's too bad.
They said they'd run a train on me, but this is not what I expected. If this bus hits me, I'll get isekai'd. I'm depressed that I know that word. All right.
I know it's an anime thing. I don't know what it means, but I know it's something to do with anime.
I work for AutoZone. Yes, Tier, I'll have sex with you after I throw myself in front of this van. Happy Juneteenth. I identify as a speed bump. You remember Charlottesville? Well, I'm going to go one better. Damn it, I'm sexy. I'm the personification of dad issues. Pharaoh, let my illegals free. Let the bodies hit the floor. All right. And I'll end with the truck hit me so hard my hair fell out.
All
right.
Oh, Boko did say the Jews made me do it.
All right. So what are you guys going with?
Let the bodies.
Well, I mean, she definitely looks like she's sucking cock there. So my favorite, I would put it in my face hole. That was my favorite.
I have to give an honorable mention to Rotten Corpse for please vote for me.
Yes,
He asked very, very nicely. But
that is true. He did.
I'm going to have to go with Johnny Hellcat. Yes, Tier, I'll have sex with you after I throw myself from this van.
I kind of like the... actually, I think they're both from Misfit. My pronouns are bump, bump, squish, and the crawling in my skin. All right. So who hasn't chosen one yet?
Me. I run at a protester over. No, I'll do. I'll have to go with Johnny's. Yeah, guest here.
All right. Terry, Undoomed. Did you guys choose one?
Undoomed did.
Yeah.
I went with let the bodies hit the floor.
Sucking cock was mine.
Here's my cock socket, Daddy.
I think I'd go with crawling in my skin, but it looks like Johnny won.
Yep.
All right.
Cock socket. I've never heard that one before. That's new.
Cock socket.
Cock socket. Okay, you are now tasked with creating the image of that product.
Yeah.
And then Jim Gaffigan can do a bit about it.
Cocksocket.
All right. And now for our next article, we have another author that we've had before.
Oh.
Cindy?
No, but we do need to get perspective on what's going on in the world
You didn't.
from our own Zarna Joshi.
Yay! That was my second guess.
Oh, is that humongous?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
that's humongous.
I don't care about. I'm not.
Awesome.
I'll be right
Yes.
back.
He
We
writes
have-
for Medium.
Yes, we have had
Oh
articles
my
by her
God.
before.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Imperialist distractions. Do you spot them? I just like that says, do you spot them? And she
Yeah,
has
you have a big
on her
spot
forehead.
between your eyes. It's right there. I see it.
I know there was one movie where some sniper like killed a woman by hiding the laser dot in her like Indian dot.
Yeah, that's
Oh
pretty
my
funny.
God, that's perfect.
Was it Wanted? I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was a while ago. All right.
That is
Israel
very
ha-
funny. I like that idea.
Yeah.
You can never get away with
Well,
it now.
No, I mean, we can never endorse that in this stream ever.
Well, I mean, if
Israel-
it's in a movie, it's fine. Don't shoot people in real life just because they've got a dot between their eyes. But a movie about it is very, very funny.
Yeah. Don't shoot people,
Yes.
kids.
Yes.
Murder.
Israel-
It's wrong.
I'm against it.
I'm very brave for taking that stance.
Yes.
Whatever it is, I'm against it.
Yeah. On the murder
Isra-
question, I am anti.
Israel has
I
attacked
am.
Israel has attacked Iran. Gaza and Ukraine and Yemen and Somalia wars are never ending. Syria's leader has been run out of the country by the West and a colonial stooge put in his place. Pakistan threatens Israel with nuclear war. Balochistan has declared independence from Pakistan. USA casually discusses colonizing Greenland and Mexico while funding Ukraine, Gaza, Iran, Yemen, and many other wars. India takes AI.
You know who can contextualize all of this information? A
Humongous.
failed yoga instructor.
Yeah. Balakalistan or whatever the fuck. I've never heard of that
Pakistan,
country.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Never heard of it. But I'm
I
guessing it's a part of Pakistan.
I'm guessing it was founded by Steve Shives because he likes to block people. India takes AI war defense to a whole new level. As the world draws ever closer to an open declaration of World War III, imperialists want to distract you with cultural assaults and frivolous conflicts. If you're distracted, you can't stop.
Is this
the
like
world.
a is this an elevator pitch for a movie?
I wish. If you're distracted, you can't stop the world war that will make imperialists a lot of money. Those who have never studied a decolonial global south analysis of imperialism will not spot imperialist distractions. They will get caught
Or
up
we
in,
just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
There's
They will
always
get-
that.
they will get caught up in those cultural assaults and frivolous conflicts, thinking they're on the right side of history. Those who have studied, particularly those who have studied with me, will likely spot more of the distractions than most. Those who have studied closely with me, taken my courses, and attended Q&As will definitely spot imperialist propaganda distractions.
Wait, she's got courses now?
Yes.
Oh yeah. But, in
She
chat,
took-
Tier apparently wants me to read his comment. So Balochistan was originally a country apart from Pakistan, but they conquered Undoomed. So I don't know when that happened. I don't know if Undoomed remembers being conquered by Balochistan, but there you go. Tier has got the information for you.
I guess they had pretty bitches.
Example, no king's protests, frivolous conflict. We're about to go into World War III, and these people are worried about whether or not they're calling their king a king. At what point were they going to realize that every U.S. president has belonged to the same select bloodlines and secret societies as every other U.S. president, including Obama?
Oh,
At
we're
what
doing the Illuminati thing, huh?
Or reptilians, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited.
At what point were they going to realize that war never stops, no matter
No,
what
it's
party
never
is in power?
changes. They need to
Yeah.
play Fallout again.
But what is it good for?
I'm informed in musical fashion that it's absolutely nothing.
Yep.
At what point were they going to realize that their vote is just window dressing for a pretend democracy because only the elites decide who's in power? Did these No Kings protests stop any wars? Did they stop the military-industrial complex from making money? Did they stop the technocracy from taking over the world? No. Then these No Kings protests are just a distraction, aren't they? There are a lot of
Well,
time
of course
and
they
effort.
are. There are no kings in this country. Like, you want to protest aliens next?
I mean, that's what ICE is
It's like
doing.
it's so stupid. Like, no king. Yeah,
I think we
that's
should.
so. No kings is the whole point of this country. That's
Well,
why
no,
we
that's-
exist.
As I said on Minions, I support the No Kings protest. We got rid of Rodney about 30 years ago, so we need to finish the rest of them.
Also, they had those protests in L.A. Don't they have a team called the L.A. Kings?
Oh, there you go.
My spidey sense was tingling. Are we talking about black genocide?
I think that we should. I think that we should have a No Kings protest to protest the King of Canada.
Did you see Trump's response where he said, "Thank you to the No Kings protesters. I was worried a king was going to take my spot, but because of you guys, I'm still your president."
He did that, really?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Oh, that's awesome.
What was the T-shirt earlier, Undoomed? Based.
Let's see. Okay. There are a lot of time and effort and labor wasted that could have been spent stopping war. Those who have not
Yeah, but
studied...
instead you chose to stop Humongous.
Yes. Humongous what?
Hey, he
Humongous
assaulted her, okay?
You just abused a woman.
That will just never go away.
Nope.
I really wish I could leave a comment. It would just
Yeah.
be humongous what? or I would just change my screen name to humongous.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Screen name Humongous. Question what?
Those who have not studied decolonial global South anti-imperialism, which, who hasn't, with me, will
mean,
probably
daily.
will probably read this and be triggered. They'll immediately activate their denial programming. Such people will stare World War III in the face and frantically wave the US flag, thinking their democracy will protect them. Good luck with that. Okay, here's our second example, which is even worse than the first one. Another example, International Day of Yoga, cultural assault. Yes, she takes her yoga extremely seriously.
Wait, what? Are you shitting me now?
Nope.
No,
That's what
nope.
it says in the article.
Yes, we've had a whole article
Wait,
written
what was
by
the
her.
what was the previous sentence was about global war and then International Day of Yoga?
Yep.
Yes, these are
she made
things
that transition.
distracting us.
So we can. Okay, is International Day of Yoga good or bad?
Well,
Well, it's a
hold on,
cultural assault.
Undoomed. We have to keep these things in perspective. International Day of Yoga is very important.
But it's also a cultural assault.
But it says cultural assault after it.
Yes. So it's bad, I'm guessing.
Yes, we've had an entire article by her about how it was awful that some school was teaching yoga,
Yes.
but they weren't
so
doing it.
Yoga bad. Okay, because she's
But-
failed. She failed at yoga, so yoga bad.
Well, no, yoga's good, but they weren't doing it right. They weren't having
Okay.
people from the right lineage teaching it.
Yeah, you have to be Indian to teach yoga.
Yes.
Oh, okay, but the right Indian. You can't be Cherokee.
Yeah. You have to be from the country of India. The
Yes,
dot, not the feather.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Indians and then there's Indians.
And you must
This
never
gi-
get them confused.
This gimmick will not bring
Sure.
this gimmick will not bring about world peace, no matter how many white women butcher the word namaste.
Namaste.
No, it's Namaste. I'm sure. It's the French are incorrectly pronouncing the word mercy bucop.
See,
All
That
right.
is,
if you want to pronounce that way, then spell it that way.
yeah.
Even
It's
if
also
the-
pronounced chomsolisis.
even if those who started the idea of this day had the best of intentions, and I believe they did have the best of intentions, we have to remember that imperialists don't aid and abet best intentions. Imperialists only aid and abet theft and destruction, both of which are fundamentally against the principles of yoga. Is yoga just the
Oh,
force
yoga.
now?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck is yoga to her?
Well,
It's
I
gotta
played
be-
Street
it gotta
Fighter.
be
It
the
lets you
Force.
stretch your limbs very, very far, and it lets you breathe fire.
Yeah, but how does that help world peace?
Well, I mean, I haven't played that far into the game. I don't know exactly how Dalsim uses his yoga powers to bring world peace, but I'm sure it's in there.
Yeah.
Did you know that the U.S. has a long-term policy of undermining indigenous Hindu civilization to maintain worldwide white supremacy?
Worldwide?
Did you know-
What?
Yes.
We're
Did you know-
like the smallest minority on the planet.
And that's what
Did
makes it more impressive that we're so supreme.
Yeah.
True.
Did you know that the U.S. has funded multiple genocides of Hindus? Citation needed.
I don't think Americans give a shit about Hindus.
No.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're talking about like
It's
a
not-
unless you're talking about a 7-Eleven robbery gone wrong, you know.
Yeah.
They don't care about
Yeah,
the
it's like
Hindus. They
we,
care
we,
about
we call out, hey, how you doing, Abu, at the local 7-Eleven. That's
No,
it.
they
We
care
don't
about
give a
something
shit
else.
about India.
No.
With ooze but it's not Hindus.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Huh?
I'm dumb.
Did you know that the U.S. starts wars with Hindus using proxy agents?
No, I did not know that. Please explain.
No, they won't.
She doesn't need to explain. She just told you that's true.
The golden rule of medium: never ask for evidence.
Yeah.
Did your media ever tell you about it? Did they ever tell you why? Does International Day of Yoga protect authentic, original Hindu lineages of yoga from genocide? No. Then International Day...
Does White Sox do? Like, what? What are we talking about here?
Also, where are the Hindus getting genocided? Are
Yeah,
you talking about
like-
Pakistan?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, yeah, they're always fucking with the Pakistans, but that's been
Well, isn't
going on
Pakistan- Isn't Pakistan
for
Muslim, though, not Hindu?
400 billion years.
Yeah, Pakistan's
Isn't
Muslim.
Pakistan Muslim? Yeah.
Why
Sorry?
would we have any reason to want to get rid of Hindus?
None. Literally none.
Let's see. Does International Day of Yoga protect authentic, original Hindu lineages of yoga from genocide? No. Then International Day of Yoga is not for Hindus, isn't it?
I thought it was just a sport that people did to exercise. The fuck
No.
is she talking about?
It's the Force. It holds the universe together.
And binds us.
Okay. It's just a distraction to trick you into thinking there's no worldwide genocide of Hindus even going on.
It's a very effective trick then.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening, dude.
For Hindus, every day is yoga day, and every action is yoga.
It's like, okay, so it's kind of like a martial arts to her? Like,
guess.
yeah, it's the way of the warrior. Everything is karate.
So if you're like jerking off in a truck stop bathroom, that's yoga if you're a Hindu.
I guess.
We don't need an international day of yoga because the international community doesn't give a damn about our survival while leeching off our culture. Don't celebrate International Day of Yoga. Don't worry, because I wasn't. Yeah.
No, I've never heard of it before, and I will forget about it in about an hour.
No, it's a good thing you're spreading the word, Zarna. Otherwise, this International Day of Yoga would just sweep the nation.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a stooge for imperialists, falling into their trap every single time. Think for yourself and understand what a cultural assault is. If you're confused and you want to understand what I'm talking about when I say frivolous conflicts, cultural assaults, and decolonial global south analysis of imperialism, sign up for my anti-imperialism course and/or my Hindu colonial trauma course.
Buy my book. Buy my book.
If you do,
No.
you will not only understand how to spot imperialist distractions, you will learn what to do instead of getting caught up in such time and effort wasting. You will learn how to actually be effective against imperialism. So sign up. World War III is almost here, and you're late.
Next
Also-
time on Ancient Aliens.
Also, maybe buy me a coffee if you like this post.
No, thank you.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Oh
I
man,
think
no,
you should
no
hire a
comments.
humongous coffee.
No comments.
No comments? How about likes?
Well, there's about to be 50.
Oh, he's gonna like bomb the fuck out of that.
Oh my God. How much was it when you started?
0.
0.
0. Why the fuck can you like something? So they've deliberately put in a limit, but they didn't make it 1. That is
Yeah, exactly.
just to make it seem like there's interaction on the site.
Yeah.
That is so fucking stupid. Well, I mean, I
Well,
can see it from the
what
site
they want-
owners.
Yeah, what they want is you'll have a glance, you'll see, oh wow, 300 likes. This must be pretty popular, and it's like 6 people.
Yeah, that is so sneaky.
Oh, damn, I can't
Fuck
leave a
those
comment.
people.
Large fluffy, please.
They just write something. I especially like the part about the aliens.
All right. Well, with the end of the third article comes our final game, and that
This is
is
my favorite game.
Poor No Gender Edition.
I hope that there's humongous what gender.
Yes.
This is where I give
Well, there is.
This is where I give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up, and you have to figure out which one is made up.
Ah.
And I'll even give you a short description of each one. All right.
Nice.
Gender A, centrist gender. Xenogender, which is centered on the political compass. Gender B, flaunt gender.
What?
Xenogender, which one proudly puts on display.
Oh, for God's sake.
And gender C, sick angel. Xenogender related to sickliness and angels, or an angel who is very sick.
Cool story, bro.
Okay, so A sounds like the most made up sounding one. So I think it's probably real. C also sounds like it's very made up. I'm
Well,
going
no,
to say
see, he saw his godson. He was sick, But then his mother said, "Look at the little angel. He's trying so hard." And so there's my gender.
Are we like voting all at once or doing turns, or how does this
No, we
work?
take turns. We just say which one we think it is, and then he'll reveal the answer at the end.
And I'm starting to poll for the chat so they can get in on it. And don't forget one of the options is that they're all real.
Yeah.
But the thing to remember is that Frosted has since.
Oh, there's an option for all real?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
What were you saying, Jackie?
Well, I was gonna say Frosted has since heard his logic about getting the stuff from his grandson, so he made up C deliberate. No way, he can't do that. Found C deliberately in order to trick us.
Yes.
Right. Well, I'm going to go with centrist genders. I can't see one of these crazy motherfuckers ever entertaining this thought of being centrist.
But that's the trick of the thing, because it sounds so unlikely, because this whole game is centered around these people's egoism, that to suggest someone wouldn't try and make themselves like the, I don't know, this
Yeah,
this
I
game
mean,
plays
I'm
a-
probably wrong, but I'm going to go with that.
See, I think what Jack's saying is they probably think they are centrist, even though there's no one further left than they are. In
Okay,
their
that's a
mind,
good point. That's good. They're like, okay, I'm a Marxist, so I'm not really a Stalinist, so I'm centrist, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Bernie's just too far to the right for me.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say that sick angel is fake.
All right. Jack, did you go?
I'm gonna go with B. I think it's the least likely option, which I don't usually vote for, but I'm gonna go for it anyway.
All right. Terry?
I'll go with A. I don't know. It just I'm gonna go with A.
All right. And Undoomed?
Yeah, I said A.
All right. Let's see. So chat is going all real, followed by a tie between A and B. And give it a minute or so. All right. I'll end it there. Yeah, so chat went with all real. All right. And turns out that B is fake.
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
I call bullshit.
Wow, Jack is the only one who got it.
Braniel helped him.
Yeah,
Braniel helped him.
Braniel is the savant when it comes to this game.
Yeah, we can't see what's going on behind the scenes there, so Braniel
But
obviously.
here's the thing with this: the more we lose, the more we win, because we prove how crazy they are.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, if
I
you want
think
to see
we-
crazy, the next one's coming up.
Yeah.
Yes. But first, we're going to look at the flags for the real genders, because every good gender needs a flag.
Of course.
Oh,
So,
for fuck's sake! I can never
here-
keep track of these things.
Here is a centrist gender.
Where is it?
It's
On the
it's on
YouTube
website.
video.
What the hell?
Oh, it's a delay on it.
That looks like
Oh,
a fucking
it's just-
doormat.
I thought it was like a enter key.
It's like
kinda
the
looks like one, doesn't it?
it's the flag equivalent of those aliens from Futurama that are neutral about everything.
Yes. Tell my
No.
wife I said hello.
Yeah. All right, and here's the flag for Sick Angel, which looks more like an insect.
There you go.
What in the world?
The hell?
I mean, it's creative. It's just nonsense.
It's better than most, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
I can go with it. I don't go. I
Thought
can go with
it
it.
looks like one of those 80s space shooter games.
Yeah,
It's
like a fucking Yar's Revenge.
it's a Rorschach test. Yeah.
It looks like my parents having sex.
There you go.
If Undoomed knows what Yar's Revenge is, he's as old as I am.
All right, and but that's not all, because
Oh dear God, no.
we also have
He's going to do another.
Power No Gender Edition, Too Retarded for TV.
Oh, you didn't have the Sicken gel?
I
That one
showed
was
it.
sickening. He doesn't. The one that is fake is one he doesn't have.
Right.
Yeah,
This is-
you have to,
this
the
is
sick
lazy
angel is
grades.
the one that looked like a bug, and Blunt Gender didn't have a flag because Frosted made it up.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and this is where I show a gender that's too retarded for you guys to think I made it up, but too retarded not to share. All right. And this week's gender is a bime gender.
What?
What? You gonna spell that?
What the hell?
Are you saying all of these are real, or?
Yes.
Yes, this one is real.
Yeah. A gender which is
bime.
profound. A gender which is profound, deep, and infinite, meant to resemble when one mirror is reflecting another mirror, creating an infinite paradox.
Oh wow! When you watched The Last Jedi too many times.
Yeah.
That once
I
it's
feel
too many
like we've heard
times.
this one before. I feel like we've heard this one before.
I
Oh my God.
haven't heard it before.
And here's
No,
the
I've never
flag
heard
for
this.
it.
This is retarded.
It is.
Well, it's all retarded. This entire show is retarded. There is.
Yeah, but there's like there's degrees.
There's no.
And my
part of
gender
the
is so
show-
deep. Oh my God.
Well,
It's like
fortunately,
6 inches deep.
my gender, 60 FPS plus gender is real. That's confirmed on the website.
Yes,
And,
that is.
Moonshock's
60
gender is royal
FPS. What is that like?
The frames per
Equivalent to
second. So it's basically a video game thing.
Yeah, I know, but is that like, okay, I got a 3-inch penis kind of thing?
Oh, well, the 60 FPS plus thing is your gender identifies with the video game running at 60 frames per second.
Right, but imagine if you had 240 frames, right?
That would
That'd
be
be like a 12-inch cock.
Yeah. And Moonshock's gender is royal faggot, which is actually a real gender. It's on the website.
Yeah,
Royal faggot?
Royal
Yeah,
faggot.
that's a real gender on the website.
yeah.
Yes. So there you go.
Oh, and Jack is what was it, brand gender or brand muffin gender?
Yeah.
Muffin gender.
Well, isn't he the Chris Chan gender because he so eagerly
No,
embraced
it's
it?
muffin gender.
Yes, that there is a gender based on Chris Chan though.
Hmm.
And Jack
We're
was like,
all
"Oh,
gonna
I
die,
have a
aren't
shirt just
we?"
like that."
What?
What?
When Frosted revealed the Chris Chan gender, Jack was like, "Oh, I have a shirt just like that," and then he immediately realized, "Oh, wait, no, I know what this is. Oh my god, no!"
Yeah,
And no, I don't have a shirt like that. I have one. I have one that has red, white, and blue stripes on it, which, believe it or not, is extremely common.
Yes,
But you have the medallion.
Fortunately, no. I have yet to possess the cursed medallion.
yes.
Yeah, stay away from that one.
Yeah.
When Jack realized his mistake that episode, I listened back to that several times after the scream. Just the horror of realizing what he had said.
Yes.
Okay, and we have 2 more articles because they're both shorter.
Oh, goody.
All right, but first we get another one from our pal Karen.
Hey.
Hooray.
Reverse discrimination is now real and illegal. What the holy hell was SCOTUS thinking?
This is gonna be good.
Oh, is that same Karen White bitch? Fuck that woman.
Yeah.
SCOTUS, SCOTUS, SCOTUS. What the hell were you thinking? A unanimous decision overturning years of decisions against reverse discrimination lawsuits? You know, I could understand if the conservative assholes on the court ruled in favor of a straight woman over members of the LGBTQ plus community, but the liberal wing of the court too? And the reasoning makes no sense. Okay, I admit that I am not a lawyer. I have never been to law school. But even I can see the fatal flaw in this.
No, you can't.
And then this is quoting the decision, I'm guessing.
I
By
guess.
establishing the same protections for every individual without regard to that individual's membership in a minority or majority group, Congress left no room for courts to impose special requirements on majority group plaintiffs alone.
That is so good.
No room? No room? This from a woman who can easily find a right to privacy in a document that does not contain that phrase but can't interpret a law, which is her fucking job, allowing for what the authors meant but neglected to spell out.
Interpret does not mean write or create.
They spelled out what they meant, okay?
So is she just admitting that the right to privacy is bullshit and that Roe v. Wade was decided wrongly?
I guess, yeah.
Probably.
In case you don't know who wrote that abomination, it was Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, appointed by Biden, who obviously thought that he was appointing a liberal who would protect the rights of women, minorities, and the members of the LGBTQ community.
Well, she couldn't define what was a woman, so that's your mistake.
That's true. She's not a biologist.
You were had, Joey.
LGBT, LOL, what the fuck?
LGBT, LOL. I like that. That's good.
She lied in the interview. Okay, so here's why I am in a rage about this. SCOTUS has just opened Pandora's box. Every straight white male who thinks that he was passed over for promotion, denied a raise, not hired for a job, or denied entry into the college or university of his choice because of a woman, minority, or LGBTQ person will be suing for reverse discrimination.
Well, you probably should have discriminated against them.
But it's not reverse discrimination. It's discrimination, you fuckhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single one of them.
Good.
Good.
Do it now.
You shouldn't have discriminated in the first place.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do you have any idea how many MAGA morons that is? The courts will be tied up for decades. Or maybe not if the plaintiffs can point to this Supreme Court decision saying that reverse discrimination is real and illegal.
Checkmate.
That's right. Justice shouldn't happen because it would be inconvenient.
Yeah,
for you.
My head hurts. As if we don't already have enough to worry about. We now have a Supreme Court which is willing to blithely overturn decades of decisions to give a leg up to a class that is already ahead of everyone else and doesn't need anyone's help to get there or stay there. And yes, I know that the decision was in favor of a straight white woman over two gay people, but I also know that this decision will be used and abused to favor straight white men.
No,
and women.
What, you favor as in being treated equally? Equal treatment is favoritism?
That's a favor. That's a favor, you bigot.
And women, minorities, and members of the LGBTQ community will suffer as a result.
Ligma community.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
here,
watch one channel who calls it the LGHDTV community.
and here I thought it was just MAGA morons who don't think things through. Ketanji, honey, were you having a bad day? Why didn't you take a beat to think about the larger picture, rather than just whether or not this particular plaintiff was the victim of discrimination?
Well, that's pretty much the beauty of having judges that don't have to worry about anything for the rest of their lives. They don't have to consider idiots and the fucking opinion of op-eds.
So she shouldn't have just considered the validity of the case?
No.
That's what she should have considered, and apparently she did for once.
And why the hell are you worried about the exact wording of a law that you know and I know and the rest of America knows was meant to impose special requirements on majority group plaintiffs alone?
Well, because that's immoral.
Come on, we all know that the law was written specifically to impose special requirements on a majority group plaintiffs alone, because the majority group in question, white men, have always been favored over women, minorities, and members of the LGBTQ community. It's glaring.
Okay, so hold on. So what happens in like 30 years when Hispanic men are the majority? Because that's what they say is going to happen, right?
What white men will be spiritually the majority.
Yes.
Right.
Although it begs the question, what about women? Because men are actually the minority in America.
Well,
Yes.
let me
That's also true.
let me put it this way, Undoomed. Right now, black people are the majority in South Africa. That doesn't mean that the white people are treated well.
Yeah, I got you.
I think that's
Or,
total nonsense. I think the white people are living it up on their luxurious farms, and they're just fleeing to like be spoiled little brats. Don't want to share
Yeah.
their toys with the black people.
Yeah, so
Sure.
yeah,
I mean, it's the same thing with American farmers. All they do is drink champagne and
Yeah,
gamble
exactly.
and smoke cigars, and
yeah,
Yeah.
like the black South Africans are the vast majority, but they're still the oppressed.
Somehow,
yeah,
Which is why they have to murder farmers.
which is a brilliant.
it's their
idea.
right, really.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on, we all know that the law was written specifically to. Oh yeah, I did that part. It's glaringly obvious. It's also glaringly obvious that hundreds, if not thousands, of lawsuits for reverse discrimination will be filed starting now. I bet the ambulance chasers are already filming TV ads.
No, there
Have you-
will be no lawsuits filed for reverse discrimination, only for discrimination. You fuckhead.
Have you been a victim of reverse discrimination? Call us now to find how much your case is worth.
Oh my God! Stop it with the reverse.
So yeah, don't decide whether there's any validity to the case. Just think about what the right thing to do is.
It's just reverse racism.
Yeah. All right. And now for our final titular article.
The piece de résistance.
Yeah.
Why most Republicans should be in prison.
Oh, let's do it. That's our friend.
Okay, that's not authoritarian at all.
We'd be locked up for
Wait,
life if we were
there's
like
a fifth
them.
article?
Yes, there
Yeah.
is.
Just
He
because
did tell
that
you
la-
there was going to be.
yeah, that last one was
There we
short,
go.
and so is this
I
one.
mean,
so-
there's got to be something about gulags in here, right?
Well, gulags are only for kulaks, which is, a good thing. Most Republican politicians should be in prison right now. This article is why. The Republicans wrote the article?
I guess so.
It's bad enough that universal health care doesn't exist in America. Greedy, selfish insurance companies have made sure that's our reality here, struggling to afford the health care we need on terrible wages. But many Republicans, and all of the Trump administration, including its appointed judges and congressmen who follow him, aren't satisfied with just that bullshit. We aren't suffering enough. They want more. They want us to have no health care at all. The following disturbing clip is what I mean.
Hey,
And it shows...
don't
It's the one
You know-
of the congresswoman saying that we all die eventually.
I mean, that's true.
What? I mean, yeah.
That is
what's
factual.
wrong with that? I mean, even Steve Jobs said that death is the greatest invention of life.
Let me walk you through the clip. The context of this clip is that they're talking about Republicans trying to get rid of Medicare in America. I somehow doubt that. Are you sure they're not just trying to get rid of it for illegals?
Yeah,
That would make more sense.
They claim they are doing it.
Sounds right.
They claim they're doing it, like Senator Joni Ernst starts to proclaim here, so that people who are here illegally can't use it to get the health care
Well, there you
American
go.
citizens paid for through their taxes.
I do like that illegally is in scare quotes.
Yeah. But her
Yeah, but
poverty...
there's no quote about that. Fuck off.
But her poverty-stricken constituents realize that she's lying. What she wants to do means their health care that they depend on will be taken away from them as well. They beg her not to kill them, because in the time before real health care existed, Humans lived as serfs to their kings and died at 35 after a hard life.
That's not true, though.
Yeah, that's not true.
No.
Are you,
Jesus Christ, the Greeks were, how old was Aristotle and shit? Like, they lived up 60s and 70s back then.
What
it's
it
just,
is, because the
it's
child
just that
mortality
they had dangerous lives, right?
Well,
There were so many people dying young and in war and shit that the average goes down, right?
But yeah, the child mortality rate was so high that brings the average down. Once you survive past like your teen years, you generally, unless you're killed in a war, obviously, generally.
Yeah, there's war and danger. They had a lot of dangerous jobs, right?
Yeah,
but
it wasn't like they were like all dying at 35. A lot of them, if you could survive past, childhood, made it into their 60s.
Yeah.
Are you doubting the lived experience of this woman author?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
It's funny that the author brings up socialized medicine. I was just thinking about this the other day. It does get brought up, but not often enough. We already have government-funded healthcare in America for military members.
Yeah.
VA, and it is universally recognized as the worst system in the world. It's terrible. Nobody thinks it's good. Nobody.
No. The second worst, the actual worst is Canada saying, "Well, have you considered dying?"
Yeah.
Well, Canadian
that
healthcare.
is the worst medical care. The second worst is.
Wasn't it Churchill who said that like socialism is the equal sharing of misery?
Yep. And Margaret Thatcher said the problem with socialism is eventually you run out of other people's money.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good quote.
Let's see. So many of us are dependent on getting medication every day to continue to live. It's mass murder to take healthcare from any group of people.
No, it's not.
That says right there, Terry.
It's right there. It's in print.
Yeah.
How could I be so blind? I stand corrected.
It's even highlighted in blue. Right.
Well,
she tries at first.
That makes it double true.
Yes.
Yeah.
She tries at first to pretend their concerns don't matter or are exaggerated. But then she realizes how full of shit she sounds and that no one is going to buy it. So she stops and says fuck it in her head. There are going to be zero consequences for her actions, and it's so much work to pretend, so why keep trying? So with glee that she can't contain, she breaks into a grin over the fact that she's going to murder a bunch of people there, and there's nothing any of them can do about it. While
she's the fucking Joker, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. While she brags and instead proclaims everyone is going to die eventually, dismissing their concerns entirely as irrelevant to her. She doesn't deny that they're going to...
Based.
She doesn't deny that they're going to die. She commands them to embrace it. Like a terrorist king, she proclaims that they should shut the fuck up and gives a line worse than Marie Antoinette's "let them eat cake." I want you to think about the power imbalance here for a second. If anyone there were to threaten her life, they would be arrested and investigated thoroughly, whether they were actual threats or not. Their backgrounds would be looked into, they'd probably be on trial eventually and need a lawyer. The threat would be taken seriously, even though they are just peons compared to her, who can do nothing to hurt her if they don't have weapon and tactics training. Are you sure about that?
What? What's she? The fuck are you talking about?
It's pretty easy to like make a Molotov or throw a rock or something.
Yeah, we see that every day, you asshole.
Yeah. But she, having full power to get everyone in that room killed, makes a legitimate threat to all of their faces, pronouncing how exactly she will murder them, and is gleeful about it. So much that she can barely stop herself from cackling evilly, and as a consequence gets zero punishment for this. There is no arrest, No
my
investigation. No prison time. She's just allowed
I wish
to
I
say,
would. I wish I would have seen this clip. Like,
Yeah.
what is happening here? Is she like, she's describing it like it is a supervillain. Like it's
she is.
fucking Darth Vader walked in on the stage.
she's just allowed to say these things to give a clear, credible threat to all these people's lives, and no law enforcement cares. It's on video. It's been shown everywhere, this crime of hers. The proof that she's a serial killer. But it's...
Oh, for fuck's sake! Show me the clip.
So you want to limit Medicare or Medicaid and you're a serial killer.
I can only get so hard.
Yeah, like the left went nuts over her saying, well, everyone dies, and she did like a response on some social media saying, you know, I'm sorry for saying everybody dies, and you know, and I also don't want to spoil the Santa or the Easter Bunny.
Oh,
Nice.
So she didn't give in, which is good.
yes.
Let's see. How the fuck is
Never
this?
apologize.
No,
Nope.
not to these people.
How the fuck is this fair? How the fuck is this right? How the fuck is this okay? Why the fuck is this country like this? Justice isn't working for us right now. It's working for the terrorists in power, and Republicans are ecstatic for it. They aren't making difficult decisions that will affect a bunch of people that they agonize over. They are throwing parties as the corpses start piling instead, literally parading with delight on our dead bodies and stomping their heels into our flesh. I don't think they are literally doing that.
Well, now I've got to use your own logic against you. It says it right there.
Prison for life.
This is like porn.
Prison for life. She needs to be in prison for life, with no chance of parole and no presidential pardons.
No, she needs to be on OnlyFans. Is what she needs.
But man, don't criticize Medicare or Medicaid. Apparently,
Lots of comments.
And Crystal Star says you are absolutely right with every word in the article. Oh, and Van Straight is mentioning the apology where she said she didn't want to spoil the bunny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, someone brings up the life expectancy of medieval times.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good lad.
Yeah, so Republicans just want everyone to die and to laugh evilly over their corpses.
Yes, of course.
And therefore they should all be locked up for life.
No, don't worry. We don't want you to die. You're going to live forever, didn't you know?
Yeah, I have no mouth and I must scream.
All right, well, that's all I have for tonight, gentlemen, so I'll take a moment to shill my co-hosts and guest. I Like Boobs has Games with Terry over on his channel, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And what game are you guys playing now?
Who cares?
The Whispered World is the name of the game.
You should rename it Games with Apathy.
Yeah.
Moon has his Twitch channel linked in the description where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer.
Of course.
What are you playing now?
Still 7 days. The rollout of 2.0 just came out this last week, so we've been doing the the freaking experimental. That's the one.
You You need to play Super Seducer then.
Why? So just you can show up and I get one
no,
extra
so
viewer?
I'll be
Frosted
there.
and I will stop tormenting you with this constant reference.
Look, motherfucker, I've already played enough of that game. I don't need to play it more.
Yes, you did.
The comments will continue until morale improves.
Exactly.
All right, let's see. Terry is also on Games with Terry.
By an
he's
astonishing coincidence.
Yeah, he's also on Mr. Adams streams and Hammer's Minions streams on Wednesdays. And I think that's it.
That's it. That's everything.
Yeah. And anything you want to shill Undoomed?
No, just be my friend on Twitter and check out my videos on YouTube. That's about it.
Yeah, he needs friends, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, I need friends. I don't have any friends on Twitter.
Just to prove Moonshock wrong, Evolved Potato in chat says he'll show up. So you'll have two in the audience.
3.
There you go.
And if you can't be friends with Undoomed, at least be friends with Miss Undoomed, who gives us her adventures about having many kinds of salt.
That's true. She likes her baking and cooking tweets. She's very based.
What's the best thing she's made so far that you like?
Ribs.
Whoa. Are they pork or beef though?
Pork.
Beef ribs are so much better.
Barbecue ribs.
You get more meat and a little bit more fat, which gives more flavor.
I just love the baby back ribs, man.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I gotta make ribs.
My friend makes smoked ribs occasionally, and it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right. So let's see. So we should be back next week at the same time, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, and we'll see you guys then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Take care.